have wings? We know that the Sumerian gods, they have wings. Just look at several pictures of these right here, the Anunnaki and stuff like that. They were depicted as gods. They were thought of as gods. Does God have wings? Good morning. Let me take you somewhere. Where you going to take us, Gina? I'm going to take you like this. Let me see this. Oh, my goodness gracious. We can see these depictions. If God has wings, does God have wings? Because it certainly does depict the angels as having wings. It does. Angels are supposed to have wings. If angels have wings, who are they supposed to be made in the image of? Who are they supposed to be? How did they get wings? Surely they weren't just wings of their own, and they're the only species with wings. You have to think about this. Good morning. Hello, Susan B. Honey. Yes, good day. Hello, Apple Brooks, honey. Did God have wings? I'm going to try to scoot this chair up closer. Let me do this. Kind of lazy this morning. Just a tad bit lazy. I was sitting there looking at this little devotional book. And of course, we've read, "Shelter me, hide me in thy wings, shelter me on your wings, we'll soar on wings like eagles." Look at this. Does God have wings? The Bible leads me to understand that Yahweh does have wings. His wings are compared to that of both eagles and hen's wings. Eagles and hen's wings. The wings of God are a place of refuge. Yea, in the shadow of thy wings will I make my refuge until these calamities be overpassed. Psalms 57:1. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. Psalms. Well, if God doesn't have wings, why are they talking about wings? Why the talk about angels with being depicted with wings? Your guardian angel has wings and also wears a hard hat and packs a lunch. That's great. What do wings symbolize? The figure of wings, also used in the Old Testament, is to represent the strength and loving kindness of the Lord in delivering his covenant people. Do angels in heaven have wings? No, actually they don't. We're just reading what they pulled up on the Google search. This is what we're pulling up. Isaiah says that the seraphim have 6 wings, and Ezekiel says the cherubim have 4 wings and 4 faces. But these passages don't mention angels. A common mistake to assume that a cherubim are angels and seraphim are angels, but the text never mixes these terms. Now, note that we are reading things from the internet where it is controlled digitally, and they can have it say anything they want. But does God have wings? Does God have wings? Well, I know that in the Brill, the coming race, they had great big wings. Big wings, mechanical wings that they wear. And I saw beings coming out of the sky with great big wings. They came out of a chasm in the sky. They looked like two great big gigantic cliffs that had been fused together, storm cloud cliffs. And then they opened up, the chasm in the sky opened up, and out came what looked like a hang glider with a costume on that looked like a bird with wings. It was gigantic, and I thought, why are those hang gliders wearing costumes that look like birds? Then I looked, and it was a man's body. I think he had a hat on. He had a black suit. He had a reddish orange cummerbund around his waist, reddish orange boots. He had great big black feathers, a 20 to 30 foot wingspan, and there were reddish orange on the very bottom of the feathers. It was just his body. And I went to take a picture, but my phone wouldn't let me. He flew above my head. Then like 5 or 6 others flew in a single file right above my head, and they vanished when they got to the end of my property in the sky. Somebody's got wings. Okay, somebody has wings, because I've seen them. And there's other people who have seen angels with wings. So where did they get the wings? Does God have wings? And what does the scripture say about wings? I pulled up the concordance. I got lots of concordances. I want you to look at this, the wings. Let's find the wings in here. There's the wine press. You don't want to be stuck into the wrath of God's wine press. Look at the wing. Okay, wing. See also laugh wing, winged. First Kings was the one of the cherubim. Cubits, the other, the cherub, the uttermost part of the 1 and 2. The one touched one wall, of the cherub touched the other wall. This is in, I guess, Chronicles and stuff. Cherubs. On one of the cherubs was 5. We're looking in 2 Corinthians. You do this as a time, so you take a snapshot and go look them up. Reaching to the whatever of the other. No one of the other cherub. 5 cubit. I wonder how long is 5 cubic? If they're talking about a wing was 5 cubic. None of them moved. It shall dwell, Isaiah. There was none that moved thee something. It shall dwell all fowl of every winged, long-winged, every fowl of his kind, likeness of any wings, and I bear you on eagles. You know how you've seen in the Lord of the Rings, they had the birds, the eagles, they came and rescued them. I guess this is Exodus. Cherubims stretch forth their wings. That means there's more than one. The mercy seat with their whatever, the cherubim spread out their wings, I guess, covered us with their, over the whatever. You can see this, shall cleave it thereof, Deuteronomy, her young spreadeth abroad, they beareth them on her, under whose art thou, I don't know, seen upon the wind, Samuel, even under the cherubims. Oh, you all, where was we at? Oh, it just keeps going. Where was we? These are all the chapters that have the wings in it. It's really long, and I'm not going to read them all. I'm not going to read it all, but you can see right here, spreading forth. They talk about cherubims. He did fly. Somebody flew upon the water. Who is this in Psalms? He did fly upon the wind. Oh, that I had wings like a dove. I will trust in the cover of your wings. Under his wings shall you trust. Walketh upon the wings of the wind. If I take the wings, in the morning, take the wings which have shall matter. We can see all of these mentions of wings. There's lots of mentions of wings. A great eagle with great wings. Look at this. So does God have wings? I'm flipping it around. Somebody may say, what God? There ain't no such thing as a God. Well, there are gods depicted throughout history, in the history of earth and Greek mythology and all of that kind of stuff. And we have the Anunnaki too. They have wings. They got wings also. You can see it. See the wings of the Anunnaki. Why would they even depict it? The ancient Sumerians, why would they depict them with wings? Why? You may say, well, only Satan has wings. Only the fallen angels have wings. Really? Really? Okay. They're the only ones who have wings. I'm just asking, does God have wings? Does God have wings? I don't care how many pairs of wings he has. I'm not gonna, no. Let me do this. Let's do this. I'm not gonna be on here long. I'm supposed to share it, so I'm gonna share it. Okay? I am. Oh my gosh. What is a Bible verse? What does it say? He will cover you with his feathers. Who is he? He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. We've already been here. 25 Bible verses. Now don't get caught up. Don't get caught up in whatever version this comes out of. Okay, don't. It's not about that. We're talking about the wings. I'm gonna read about the wings. Okay, we're gonna read about the wings. Does God have wings? So I'm gonna read about it. Good morning. Psalms 17:8. There's 25, so you can hear about 25 verses of wings and drinking. All right. Psalm 17:8. Keep me as the apple of your eye. Hide me in the shadow of your wings. Isaiah 40:31. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. This is a famous one right here. The Isaiah one. Hello. We're going to read it. Psalm 91:4. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. Revelation 12:14. The woman was given 2 wings of a great eagle, so that she might fly to the place prepared for her in the desert, where she would be taken care of for a time, times, and half a times out of the serpent's reach. Ruth 2:12, the book of Ruth. May the Lord repay you for what you have done. May you be richly rewarded by the Lord, the God of Israel, under whose wings you have come to take refuge. Zechariah 5:9. Then I looked up, and there before me were 2 women, and the wind, with the wind in their wings. They had wings like those of a stork, and they lifted up the basket between the heaven and the earth. I didn't know this one was here. Zechariah 5:9. Then I looked up, and there before me were 2 women with wings, with the wind in their wings. They had wings like those of a stork, and they lifted up the basket between heaven and earth. Did you know that women had wings too? I like that verse. I do. Zechariah 5:9. Isaiah 6:2. Above him were seraphs. Each had 6 wings. With 2 wings they covered their faces. With 2 they covered their feet. And with 2 they were flying. Luke 13:34. You can flip it around. You can see it. O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, you who kill the prophets, and you stone those sent to you. How often I have longed to gather your children as a hen gathers her chicks under her wings, but you were not willing. Exodus 25:20. The cherubim are to have their wings spread upward, overshadowing the cover with them. The cherubim are to face each other, looking toward the cover. I guess this is like the tabernacle or something, the Ark of the Tabernacle. Ezekiel's, okay, so now we got this whole entire thing. Do angels have wings? Well, we know angels have wings. That's what they're depicted as, but there's many scriptures of God being depicted and said to have wings. So we're going to read the verses that are associated. Only 25, but in this concordance, there's a whole lot more. And then we have etchings. Excuse me. We have etchings of the Anunnaki with wings too. They got lots of wings too. Ezekiel 10, 1 through 22. Good morning. I looked, and I saw the likeness of a throne of sapphire above the expanse that was over the heads of the cherubim. The Lord said to the man clothed in linen, go in among the wheels beneath the cherubim. Oh, so we're talking about Ezekiel's wheel within wheels. Look at this. Go in among the wheels beneath the cherubim. Fill your hands with burning coals from among the cherubim and scatter them over the city. And as I watched, he went in. Now the cherubim were standing on the south side of the temple when the man went in, and a cloud, oh, we're talking about a cloud now, filled the inner court. Then the glory of the Lord rose from above the cherubim and moved to the threshold of the temple. The cloud, we're talking about a cloud, you all. We watched the clouds. The cloud, this is Ezekiel 10, 1 through 22. The cloud. All right. The cloud filled the temple, and the court was full of the radiance of the glory of the Lord, of the radiance of the glory of the Lord. The sound of the wings of the cherubim could be heard as far away as the outer court, like the voice of God Almighty when he speaks. When the Lord commanded the man, taking away my voice, quit doing that through my throat chakra. And they're trying to take away my voice. They want me to read about the wings. Let me get another drink. No, I don't want them doing that to me. Don't take away my chakra, my throat chakra, or whatever it is. The sounds of the wings of the cherubim could be heard as far away as the outer court, with like the voice of God Almighty when he speaks. Okay. When the Lord commanded the man in linen, take fire from among the wheels, from among the cherubim, the man went in and stood beside a wheel. Then one of the cherubim reached out his hand to the fire that was among them. He took up some of it and put it into the hands of the man in linen. We have a man in linen here. A man in linen who took it and went out. Under the wings of the cherubim could be seen what looked like the hands of a man. I looked and I saw beside the cherubim 4 wheels, one beside each of the cherubim. Sounds like a chariot, but there's wheels. It must be turning wheels. The wheels sparkled with chrysolite. We're talking about the wheels now. Under the wings. Okay, we've seen that. The cherubim, the wheels, they got wheels, one beside each other, 4 wheels. I saw before the cherubim 4 wheels, and one beside each of the cherubim. The wheels sparkled like chrysolite. As for their appearance, the 4 of them looked alike. Each was like a wheel intersecting a wheel. A wheel intersecting a wheel. Hold on a second. A wheel intersecting a wheel. It kind of maybe, well, this has wheels intersecting a wheel. I would think, I don't know how many wheels are on this wheel. A wheel intersecting a wheel. 4 wheels. Hold on, you all. 4 wheels of wheel intersecting a wheel. This is interesting. Gina, all we see is the white of your shirt. That's perfect. That's what you need to see. A wheel intersecting a wheel. Because I'm thinking that the wheels could be constantly spinning around. I don't know how many of these. What if the wheels are spinning around like these? If there's 4 of them and they're intersecting, well, if you, I don't know how many's on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 wheels on here. There are 4 wheels on here. Let's count them. I think there is 4 wheels. One going all the way around. 2, 3, and 4. That's all there is. There's 4 wheels. It's 4 wheels. They're intersecting one another. That's what it's describing. That's what it sounds like. If they're intersecting, if there's 4 wheels, each was like a wheel intersecting a wheel. Let's look at that. Beside the cherubim were 4 wheels, one beside each of the cherubim. The wheels sparkled like chrysolite. As for their appearance, the 4 of them looked alike. Each was like a wheel intersecting a wheel. Now, wait a minute. 4 wheels intersecting them, and as they move, they would go in any one of the 4 directions the cherubim face, and the wheels did not turn about as the cherubim went. The cherubim went in whatever direction the head faced, without turning as they went. Their entire bodies, including their backs, their hands, and their wings, were completely full of eyes, as were their 4 wheels. I want to know why this has four wheels within a wheel on it. Why did they make something like this? This is what I want to know. Why do you got 4 wheels within a wheel? That's what I want to know. I really want to know why you got 4 wheels within a wheel. But we're going to read it. Gina, we can't even read it because you have stopped and went and stopped and went. Okay. Since I stopped and went and stopped and went, I'm going to start over, and I'm not going to interrupt myself. I'm not. Okay. Hey, wheels within a wheels. I thought you're Maggie, honey. The answer to your questions, does God have wings, can be found. Well, there's all kinds of scriptures, and we've looked at some of them. We're only looking at 25 verses on that. Because there's lots of depictions, there's lots of mentions of God having wings. There is. Let me read this. This is going to be the last one I'm reading. I'm not supposed to read anymore. I'm going to stop at this. Ezekiel 10, 1 through 22. I looked, and I saw the likeness of a throne of sapphire. Above the expanse that was over the heads of the cherubim. The Lord said to the man clothed in linen, "Go in among the wheels beneath the cherubim. Fill your hands with burning coals from among the cherubim, and scatter them over the city." And as I watched, he went in. Now the cherubim was standing on the south side of the temple when the man went in, and a cloud filled the inner court. Then the glory of the Lord rose from above the cherubim and moved to the threshold of the temple. The cloud filled the temple, and the court was full of the radiance of the glory of the Lord. The sound of the wings of the cherubim could be heard as far away as the outer court, like the voice of God Almighty when he speaks. When the Lord commanded the man in linen, "Take fire from among the wheels, from among the cherubim," the man went in and stood beside a wheel. Then one of the cherubim reached out his hand to the fire that was among them. He took up some of it and put it into the hands of the man in linen, who took it and went out. Under the wings of the cherubim could see what looked like the hands of a man. I looked, and I saw beside the cherubim 4 wheels, one beside each of the cherubim. The wheels sparkled like chrysolite. As for their appearance, the 4 of them looked alike. Each was like a wheel intersecting a wheel. As they moved, they would go in any one of 4 directions the cherubim faced, and the wheels did not turn about as the cherubim went. The cherubim went in whatever direction the head faced without turning as they went. Their entire bodies, including their backs, their hands, and their wings, were completely full of eyes, as were their 4 wheels. I heard the wheels being called the whirling wheels. Each of the cherubim had 4 faces. One face was that of a cherub, the second face of a man, the third face of a lion, the 4th face of an eagle. The cherubim rose upward. These were the living creatures I had seen by the Kebar River. And when the cherubim moved, the wheels beside them moved. When the cherubim spread their wings to rise from the ground, the wheels did not leave their side. When the cherubim stood still, they also stood still. When the cherubim rose, they rose with them, because the spirit of the living creatures was in them. Then the glory of the Lord departed from over the threshold of the temple and stopped above the cherubim. While I watched, the cherubim spread their wings and rose from the ground, and as they went, the wheels went with them. They stopped at the entrance of the east gate of the Lord's house, and the glory of the God of Israel was above them. These were the living creatures I had seen beneath the God of Israel by the Kebar River, and I realized that they were the cherubim. Each had 4 faces and 4 wings, and under their wings was what looked like the hands of a man. Their faces had the same appearance as those I had seen by the Kebar River. Each one went straight ahead. Does God have wings? That was the thing. There's scriptures. There's scriptures of, does God have wings? You can see right here. The wings of God are a place of refuge. Yea, in the shadow of thy wings will I make refuge until these calamities be overpassed. He shall cover thee with his wings, with his feathers, and under his wings thou shalt trust. And if you're just tuning in, did you know that there was a verse in Zechariah 5:9 about the women with wings? Women with wings. Then I looked up, and there before me were 2 women with the wind in their wings. They had wings like those of a stork, and they lifted up the basket between heaven and earth. They lifted up the basket between heaven and earth. And why does this have 6 rings? Why does this have 4 rings? Wheels within wheels. Why did they make something like this? There's got to be a reason for it. We've got 2 of them. got to be a reason for it. And you can have your concordance. If you don't have the digital world, you might want to get you a concordance because they mentioned all these verses about wing and wings. But then you come over here to this side and it continues all the verses with wings. You can see them that mentions wings. And then it stops with the wink. With the wink. God winks. I'm going to go. I am going to go, you all. So, yeah. Beautiful wings of love. Winged beings, winged angels, Anunnaki, Sumerian tablets, wings, Isis, wings, Nike, wings, wings, wings. They got wings. I wrote a poem. It's been a while back. It just floated into my mind. It says, "Give me back my wings." It was not too long, but I wanted to have my wings back so that I could fly again. Gina, you never had wings. Well, it says right here. It says right here there were two women. They had the wind in their wings. They had wings like that of a stork. Yeah. I'm going to go. That's all I've got to say about it. I'm going to go. So, does God have wings? Angels are ministering spirits. Angels, a cluster of angels and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, you're so very welcome. If you're just tuning in, thank you. And if, oh, this almost made a heart. It did. It like tangled itself up and almost made a little heart. A little heart right there. I'm going to go. I am. I haven't even got ready for the day. My hair is a mess and it's okay. Thank you, moderator. Thank you all for your comments. Of course you had wings. Yeah. You're going to give me back my wings. And it's like you all, so a lot of people had dreams they were flying. How come you were flying in your dream state? You have to ask yourself, why were you flying in your dream state? Yeah. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning. And it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. And you can pause this video since you don't have a concordance. Not everybody does. And you can look at all the scriptures in there. If you wanted to read from your physical Bible, you can pause this video and you can see all the parts in the Bible that had mention of wings or winged or wings. Yeah. Please give this video a thumbs up and thank you for subscribing. There's so many mysteries. Now I'm wondering why they got the 4 wheels within a wheel on that why are they depicting it just like that? It's really, really interesting. And you've seen things like that. It could probably, I don't know what's going on. I don't. You all have a great day. I'm done talking. Love you.